Okay, so in today's They Finna Drag, you have Jaleel White, who is aka Urkel, who, is selling a book. And if you haven't seen his book cover, I sort of you would think it was gonna be fire because he leaned back like that 80s album cover, like he was about to give us some bomb ass shit because Luther did it, Michael did it, Lionel Richie, I think Billy Ocean. So we thinking it's about to be some fire shit. Now you go on this book tour and you just lost your goddamn mind because he's just like, when he was like, he feels like Family Matters does not get the credit as being a black show as it deserves because I guess there was no hood factor to it. Then he, was like, if we're in the lineup of like Martin and Living Single. First of all, that's a different audience. You're a family show. And not to say that they weren't family shows, but they were more so, catered to, the early teens, late teens, early, business professionals and whatnot. Because you had Khadijah that was, a magazine editor. You had Max that was a freaking attorney. Regine was a boutique buyer, Yeah, but all of their characters got developed. Even Martin got developed. He went from radio host to talk show host to making it like it was Martin. Like it's a whole different series of punchlines and things. But let's just put you in the TGI Friday lineup. You had Hang Out with Mr. Cooper, which was funny. But again, it was character development. But I feel like, and then you had Sister Sister, you had Smart Guy. Again, great family shows, but there was character development. We didn't see much character development out of Family Matters. It was funny and it was corny, and it did. I will give him this. It gave the black nerds a lot of confidence to really you step out and be who they are. However, you're trying to compare it to things that are cultural icons and things. And Family Matters is still in there because of the family aspect of it. But let's not act like that show ran long, did not need to be on as long as it was. And I'm gonna be honest, I follow some of the other characters on the show, and some people in the comments have made some bomb ass, reboots and whatnot because he's like, oh, it won't be rebooted or the things or whatever. So you stopping other people's money, and it's just like we not trying to watch it for you, no way. Let's just keep it a buck. And I mean, like I said, the people in the comments have rewritten a reboot that would be fire. That kind of sends you off on into the distance, kind of like the Roseanne situation. However, it's just like I feel like he thinks that he should have been bigger than what he is because Urkel was so popular and he really rode the wave. But let's just be honest, dude, a lot of people say you are insufferable because we're not gonna act like we all did not see that damn interview with Joe Marie Payton and how you were just wilding in the streets. And if you felt like the script was not what it should have been to develop your character when you were big, why didn't you get more black writers on the staff to change the narrative? Now 30 years later you got a bone to pick and we're all looking at you like all of us are like, who? And I think like him and Marquise Houston, which played Roger, both of them have like ideals of grandeur because it's like you all were 90s attractive. But then I think they felt like when he became Stefan or whatever, he just, should have been like this sex symbol that should have rolled over into other roles and things. And if you read some of the excerpts in his book, you kind of gather that. And then, like, I know Marquise Houston was talking about, it was hard for him to play Roger because, as a member of Immature, he was out here on tour and, girls screaming his name. He was a sex symbol. And I was like, baby, that's a little far. That's a little far there. Were you cute with your little press and go? Absolutely. Back then. But, that's a little stretch just because you was showing a little chest. That doesn't make you a sex symbol. Anyways, y'all, I just don't understand the fact that he was just trying to say that black stories need hood aspects. I mean, we had the Cosby Show, baby. Even in that ranking, y'all still don't, because there was character development that even rolled over into a different world that inspired so many of us to go to college. Like I mean, there was just so many other, like even Sister Sister, like character development. We just didn't see that from y'all. And we honestly did not really even want to see Urkel and Laura like get married and ride off into the sunset. It was just, it should not have went that far. I'm just saying.